Imagine a world where humanoid robots are so lifelike that you can barely tell them apart from real humans. Sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, that future is closer than you think. The latest breakthroughs in robotics have introduced humanoid robots with stunning realism and advanced AI capabilities. Leading the charge is a female humanoid robot from the US that has left everyone stunned. But that's just the beginning, because what's coming next is even more mind-blowing. The first humanoid robot in history, Aria, is a creation of the American robotics company Realbotics. Unlike ordinary robots, this one does not just have external dexterity and mechanical moves, but is social and conversational in an astonishingly human-like way. Why does this make Aria an object of attention? The other impressive note is her hyper-realistic look that is created by high-grade materials such as silicone and thermoplastic elastomers, which give the proper feel of human skin texture. In other words, she is not looking cold and mechanical, as we perceive most robots to be. Looks aren't all that matter with building a, though profound molten brown home, fragrance olfaction is an incredible AI that can keep interesting conversations and answer questions, and some further abilities, learning and adapting behavior in some way to different user personalities. It could converse casually, chat, or give factual answers, all thanks to her AI that kept it rolling. Another factor that makes expressiveness a game changer. From inside, the built-in servo motors enable the Aria to articulate her face, create expressions, and gesture with her hands. This seems to create a much more pleasant interaction, very much like talking to a real person. But even more, Ariana has an advanced speech recognition and synthesis system that allows her to understand voice commands and reply in different voices and accents. So Aria can adjust her speech from sounding American to British and maybe just plain robotic. The potential for robots like Aria is massive. Customer service, companionship, education, and entertainment are just a few areas where she could make an impact. But while Aria is leading the way in humanoid robotics, there's another breakthrough in robotic technology that's just as mind-blowing. If Aria's human-like expressions weren't impressive enough, wait until you see this next advancement. A robotic hand that's so precise, can write letters, and even play the piano. Developed by an American robotics specialist, this robotic hand has an astonishing 24 degrees of freedom, meaning it can move in an incredibly lifelike way. Unlike traditional robotic hands that have limited motion, this one mimics the dexterity of a real human hand. The level of detail put into this invention is insane. It even features feedback sensors in the fingertips, allowing for controlled and precise movements. But here's the catch. It's not fully autonomous just yet. Right now, the hand is controlled by a human using a special glove. While it has already proven its capabilities in fine motor skills, like writing and playing the piano, one big question remains. Can it handle more complex tasks, like picking up and manipulating large objects? That's something researchers are still exploring. Ever since the invention of a very advanced robotic hand, it has brought a new era in robotic prosthetics and automation. With humanoid robots like Aria and the newest robotic hand pushing new boundaries on AI and automation, it's not a matter of whether robots will be in everybody's life, it's when. Just when you think it cannot get any more futuristic, something else comes along to mess everything up. So keep watching. Imagine a wheelchair, designed not only for moving on flat surfaces, but also for climbing stairs. and standing up. This is what the Korea Institute of Machinery and Materials has developed, a world-class robotic wheelchair that aims to enhance mobility like never before. For people limited with movement, normal wheelchairs can be restrictive, especially when faced with obstacles like stairs to climb or to reach high objects. Enter this smart-wheeled robot. Thought to be a paradigm shift in wheelchairs, it comes with intelligent sensors that can recognize steps and allow the chair to make automatic adjustments to navigate effectively. One of its most salient features is that it steps the user into a standing position, thereby simplifying many daily tasks. From reaching something from a high shelf to talking at eye level to someone, this feature enhances interaction and independence. Naturally, safety is also of paramount concern, which is where the stabilization system comes into play. To prevent a fall, it enhances stability for the user, especially when negotiating different surfaces. With technology like this, people with disabilities are going to be enjoying a different sense of freedom and independence, which gives credence to the idea that robotics is not just about innovation, but about changing lives for the better. If you thought Aria was impressive, wait until you meet Shurin, the latest humanoid robot from the Japanese company Species. Unlike typical robots, Shurin isn't just functional. She's designed to look and act as close to a human as possible. It is Shurin's very realistic design that sets her apart. Every feature of her face and the texture of her skin has been made to look as much like a real person as possible, producing a certain level of almost disturbing realism. From blinking eyes to subtle facial expressions, everything is finely tuned. Shurin, however, has more to offer than just looks like an advanced piece of AI that lets her chat, express emotions, and react accordingly. It's just like shooting the breeze with someone and suddenly striking up a complicated inquiry. The response you get is the same you'd get from someone whose real-life encounters have mirrored all these scenarios. Gives movements to gesture with hands. Beheld turns the head and even changes facial expressions. The small movements make naturalistic interaction and fight the mechanical stiffness that many robots have within. Similar to a stiffness acid, Shurin is equipped with a speech recognition and synthesis system. As a consequence, she could act on voice commands and provide responses in different voices and accents, rendering it very flexible in customer service, education, and social interaction. Imagine being in a store and being welcomed by a humanoid robot that could answer questions, recommend items, and talk friendly. That's the distance that Shurin is covering toward the actual event. Robotics has been making such magnificent strides. Today, it is very evident that replicating the human experience is not a theoretical construct, as humanoid robots are actually creating waves in the real world and doing so with every passing day in an increasingly human form. Just when you think you've seen it all, the next wave of innovation is set to take it one step further. So stay tuned. Imagine a bike that doesn't just roll forward and backward, but can move in any direction, even spin in place. That's exactly what British inventor James Bruton has created with the world's first screw bike, an electric bicycle with 4 mechanized wheels, unlike anything seen before. Bruton's invention is not similar to any traditional bicycle. It has smaller double taper wheels, slanted 45 degrees, that support movement in any direction in the case that the rider can move sideways, diagonally, and even rotate in place, making it one of the most maneuverable personal transport devices ever made. The design process combined techniques of 3D printing, welding, and mechanical engineering to demonstrate that you don't need a big budget to come up with a brilliant invention in innovative transportation, just ingenious and authentic skill. The bike is self-balancing and easy to ride and has a twist throttle, just like an electric scooter for moving forward. Transportation. One of the most unique features is the backward switch, which allows users to reverse effortlessly, something that traditional bicycles can't do efficiently. With its ability to spin in place, it shares similarities with a Segway, but with an added layer of flexibility and control. Bruton's screw bike isn't just a cool concept. It represents a major leap in personal mobility technology. With advancements in electric and self-balancing systems, we may soon see urban transportation transformed, with bikes that can move in ways we never imagined. The idea of exploring underwater worlds is nothing new. But what if the camera operator wasn't human? A YouTuber from the Monster Mike Fishing channel came up with a crazy but brilliant idea: attaching a GoPro to a fish to see what's happening beneath the surface. It started as an experiment to film underwater predators and lake inhabitants, but what came next surprised even the creator. The footage provided an unfiltered, first-person perspective of the underwater world, capturing moments that fishermen and scientists rarely get to see. By securing the camera in such a manner as to not harm the fish, the YouTuber managed to record stunning videos of aquatic life in its natural environment. A fresh take on the idea, which would baffle and amaze viewers everywhere, was quickly picked up by millions online. Instead of being guided by the human diver, it is a fish giving directions to the camera now. Predators lurked in the shadows as the camera was approached by curious creatures and mesmerizing movements of marine life that could not be replicated by conventional underwater filming. This simple but effective idea for underwater explorations may well unlock avenues for scientists, nature lovers, and content creators. How about using GoPros or other pocket-sized cameras to study rarely seen aquatic life without human involvement? It's a whole new angle on nature that proves sometimes it is better to let nature do the filming when it has to be observed. And with technology constantly evolving, who knows? This could be just the beginning of a whole new era of marine exploration. The construction industry is undergoing a revolution, and GAE's robotic construction technology is at the forefront. GAI, a cutting-edge technology company, has developed an advanced robotic system capable of constructing structures autonomously, a game-changer in construction efficiency and safety. One of its most impressive demonstrations involved building a communication tower with minimal human intervention. The robots handled material movement, precise installation, and complex assembly tasks, showcasing the potential of full-scale automation in construction. These robots are equipped with advanced sensors and AI software and are capable of navigating and operating in dynamic environments. They sense their environment and make adjustments in real time to ensure that materials are placed accurately and obstacles are avoided. This high level of automation helps reduce the need for human workers in construction sites that may be extremely hazardous, thereby improving the safety of workers. Safety is an important benefit, but the technology promises efficiency as well. Conventional construction is often slow and labor-intensive. Robotic automation speeds things up without compromising accuracy. More cost-efficient and environmentally sound construction projects can be attained through AI that does difficult calculations and optimizes material usage. Robotic construction by GAI is not a mere notion. It is a force to be reckoned with. With automation in the construction field keeping pace with evolution, it is not going to be long until the entire building is prefabricated on site by robots, changing conventional notions of labor, timelines, and costs in the construction industry. Plus, this self-driving car is going beyond being some future fantasy. It is growing to become something that's very much a part of urban public transportation, and Amazon is making a bold move in it too. Zook is the latest attempt by Amazon at robo-taxis, made to refresh public transportation with its 4-seater self-driving electric shuttle taxi. Zook is unlike any ordinary vehicle. It has a symmetrical shape that can move independently in any direction without the need to turn. This makes it even more maneuverable, perfectly suited to a life in the city with tight constraints. It has more than just an innovative design. Power is a strong aspect of Zook too. It accelerates up to 120 kilometers, so it packs efficiency into safety and would stand up against a person-operated taxi. This is nothing when compared to its 16-hour battery life, ensuring extensive operational hours with minimum recharges, an important factor for a ride-sharing service under full automation. What will impress and enable Zook to navigate roads, avoid obstacles, and make driving decisions in split seconds is the advanced onboard AI and sensor technology. This is done with a much reduced risk. Human errors will hence be minimized, making our roads safer. Much reduced. Much of the vast leap that autonomous transportation has now made is one mooted by Amazon. Generally, with the increasing popularity of such vehicles, robo-taxis such as Zook are going to replace human-operated ride-hailing systems, making them much more efficient and cost and space-effective subsequently, and perhaps even greener. The advance towards fully autonomous transportation is now very much realizable with front-runners such as Amazon. In no time, self-driving taxis could become part of the everyday fabric of life. And that's just a glimpse into the future of robotics and automation. From self-building towers to self-driving taxis, technology is changing the world faster than ever. What do you think about these innovations? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content.